then we're on. We're back, and we're back with a very special guest coming to you straight from the stash house, straight from Joe's card stash. It's Joe. Joe, thank you so much
I'm
for doing this.
I'm honored to be here. This has been a dream, and
I had to, man, because you shouted me out without any warning whatsoever, and I was lying in bed at midnight watching your channel on YouTube, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I shook my wife awake and told her, "Oh my God, this dude, this dude just shouted me out on his YouTube channel." She was happy for me, but she wasn't as excited as I was.
it's funny because I had been watching, like, I mean, this is what I do lately is watch really 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 old videos of people opening 2010 I mean 2012 2013 product that's now
Yes,
tens of
yes,
thousands of
dude.
dollars. And it's hard to watch those old videos because they'll literally just throw past a McGregor, Habib, who's that, stuff like that. So I mean, it's enjoyable to watch them, but at the same time, you wish there was some context. You're screaming at the screen, and then literally, I think the next day I saw you were opening 2012 Bloodlines. I was like, what the hell? Like, this is like a new video.
Dude, yes, yes. It's absurd. It's so stupid too because the cards are just absolutely bashed by being rattled around in these packs for 10 years. But dude, I need I so when I think we maybe got into UFC cards at around the same time, you and me,
Oh,
like
okay.
2020 probably.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
I got
was
it. I mean, literally heard about it from the Panini license being bought because I was just paying attention to other sports and they'd mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool."
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice because so what happened was I was looking at all those new cards that came out that Panini was printing. And then I was like, well, there's other stuff too on the site blowout cards. What is this? What is that? And then I don't know how I got my first Bloodlines cards, but I really fell in love with the no border, just just straight black background 88 parallel. And I
Yeah,
was like, I need the full set of these. These are too cool. And I didn't know that it was Khabib's rookie. I didn't know
that's what I was
Khabib.
going to ask. I was
I
like,
didn't
"Did you
know.
know what you were picking there?"
Nope. Nope. Nope, dude. I didn't know. So this is gonna be the last bit for a while. I've got 4 boxes left of that last hobby box I got, and then we gotta tone it down. A Khabib 88 PSA 9 was just posted for auction on eBay for all you absolute degenerates that want to make me spend more money, want to go bid me up. You can go on there and bid on it. It's PSA 9, and the last one that sold on auction on eBay, I think, was a PSA 8, and it sold for about 2,300 bucks US, 2,300 US, I think. So it's, I think when they're on auction, they're pretty achievable, honestly. Like as far as that goes,
Yeah,
$2,000 is still a shitload of money, but the people that want 5,000, 7,000, I can't do it. There's just no
yeah.
way. And anyway,
No,
if
it's.
it's if it's a PSA, I got to crack it and make it a BGS. So, you know.
I was going to ask you about that as well, but it's interesting because the PSA 8 to 9 usually isn't as dramatic as you would think. A lot of times it only goes up, 5-10%. It's the 9 to 10 that goes insane.
The 10, yeah, the 10s are the PSA 10s command a premium, and you have done some excellent reporting on this. You have journalisted this thing to death, and you have made money on some cards, and it's really appreciated because I've learned a ton about grading by watching your UFC grade videos. Um, and I think we like I covered it a little in the last video I did where I got like 20 slabs from BGS back. I like having subgrades and I like really hard grading, but if you want value out of your cards, you gotta go for a PSA 10. You've got to.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with me, and that's where I have trouble. Where like we'd mentioned tag grading a little bit too, and I'm super intrigued by them. But a big part of like my strategy is I grade things, and if they get really really good grades, I plan on selling them to kind of keep funding things.
Hmm.
And if they don't get good grades, then they stick in my PC. So it's like PSA works great for that, just because of if you get a 10, you get crazy value. And when tag comes out, it's like if you get a 10 with, I mean, who knows what that's going to sell for? There's no basis for those. So that's
Totally.
where it's like getting a little tricky with the tag grading, because I'm like, what do I send to them? It's got to be stuff that I really just want for myself. Which there are a few things, but most of the stuff is like I'm not crazy attached to. It's like if I get a 10, then I sell it, and then if I don't, then I keep it. That's kind of like how I purchase cards.
I'm going to be
So
your guinea pig for what the value is with tag because, you told me about tag through your videos. I learned a little bit more about them on Instagram, and then I just started pestering them like a good social media user. I said, "Hey tag, I've got 4 packs of White Sparkle Optic I still haven't opened because I bought them at a time when I didn't even look at a checklist, so I didn't know Zhang didn't have any autos in here. So I just haven't ripped them. So how about I rip them and send them to you guys?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure, here, take a code, get into the priority line. We'll get you some grading spots." So I've got 10 spots
oh,
coming my
that's
way.
amazing.
Yeah,
I've heard through the grapevine, because they've been at both Burbank shows, and some UFC people have hit them up, and it seems like somewhere they really want to get into because it's so kind of niche, and they could probably get a stronghold quicker than basketball or football or whatever.
sure, sure.
And I also I think the cool thing about UFC is so much of it is pure collectors and not so much about flippers, that even HGA, all those, or yeah, that was the other one, right? HGA.
HGA is one that I've used. Yep,
Yeah, so that's the other startup that I remember, and they kind of went crashing down because it was badly run. But I think when you have people that are just like, I don't care how this resells, I just want something that looks good, then
hmm
they're going to do well. So
I
I
want.
think they.
Have you gone onto their pop report and looked at the scans and like gotten
Yep.
it? Oh my God, dude. Dude.
Where you can lighten the
Oh my.
photo and see the surface. I'm like,
Yes,
they
dude.
did
Yes.
everything everybody has ever wanted from a grading company ever. So I
Yep.
I really do think in probably a couple of years they're going to be up there. They're going to be with the top dogs for sure.
The way it is, you can click on the imperfection that the computer found and it will show it to you, is
Yeah.
amazing. So like my deal with getting them graded is it's personal collection, so if I want it graded, it's going to be GS because I want the subgrades. I have to be willing to sell anything, so I love this card. It's an international incident. I can't get over
Hmm.
how silly it is. It's the best. But I also I listed it on eBay for a couple $100 because I have to be willing to sell it, you know.
It literally popped up in my eBay search. Like, I think it was last night. I was looking because I have I think Topps UFC cards as a bookmark, and that popped up, and I'm like, I recognize that card, and I
Yeah,
looked, and it
yeah,
was, you were the seller. I was like, holy shit, he's
yeah,
selling
of
it.
course. I'm willing to part with it, but am I really selling it if I'm listing it for like 3 times what the market would reliably pay for it? Probably not. I'm not actually,
Yeah,
because I want it. So we've got we got 4 packs of Optic, and
that'll be super fun. So
if
wait, Zhang doesn't have an auto in there.
Zhang doesn't have an auto in there, man, isn't that
She has.
crazy?
Is it? She just has no autos in Optic.
No autos in Optic, man. Not on the
Huh.
checklist, man.
How did I
She,
not know
she
that?
has a stargazing insert, and she has a base card.
Wow, weird.
Getting the base card would be good for me. I did buy a couple pick your fighter breaks of hers in Optic, and absolutely was mortified when I read the checklist after I did that. But I still got like a teal already or something. I got like a blue, a teal, maybe a hyper, something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't even know what all the parallels in that set are. It is the one Panini set I haven't ripped any of.
Oh, okay.
Um, Now this card, this is Donruss, and
Hmm.
I have ripped 4 boxes because they kept getting progressively cheaper, and I got this goddamn Sean Strickland 1 of 1. And it's just to pull. This is the second 1 of 1 auto I pulled. So you asked me earlier when we were offline, we were just talking. You said, "Have you ever actually used PWCC before?" I have, and it's on the first 1 of 1 auto I pulled. I pulled a Valentina Shevchenko 1 of 1 white sparkle,
Oh
and
wow, damn.
I got it. graded by PSA. It came in a 10
Oh
and
damn.
sent it to PWCC and it did $9,000.
Holy shit.
Now this
And
was when
what's
Panini right when Panini came out. So I was super lucky, and I flipped it fast onto
oh,
PWCC. I
this
didn't
was
wait.
the 2021 White Sparkles?
Yes. Yes.
Oh damn. That's because I mean that's you sold that at the height of the market. I mean,
Yes.
wow, that's unreal.
Yeah, I that was the
Um
one where you like hold it for a day just to hold it like I'm holding this card now, and then you got to
yeah.
let it go because you got to make that money.
Oh,
Um,
for sure. I've thought about that. I mean, there's so many cards that I would love to hold on to, but if it's like $8,000, $5,000, I'm like that pays off all the
yeah.
money I've spent on all this shit in one fell swoop.
Yep. Got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it. So, like if we miss on a full pack or something like that here, I'll probably send Sean in to tag as well.
Mm.
Because I've been meaning to get him submitted for grading, and I just haven't bothered. I like having him here. The black laser, this thing just looks stupendous.
That's actually yeah. As far as Donruss goes, it's funny. I watched your last one of the last videos you had ripping Donruss. I was like, I was gonna just comment, friends don't let friends open Donruss hobby packs.
Dude, for real. I have
They're
struck
so
out so bad on those boxes. Like two lasers in an entire box is just rugged.
yeah.
So what we got? Let me grab my sleeves and top loaders here real quick. I actually got
Sounds good.
I actually had one of our podcast listeners made me some gloves to rip cards with, and
Oh really?
I'm worried they're gonna be too slippery. But yeah,
Is
that's
that the same person that made the beanie?
yeah, dude. Yeah, she's
Nice.
very crafty.
That's very cool.
The MMA Love podcast ripping glove.
Amazing.
We're gonna see if it's too slippery to get cards into top loaders and sleeves though. But
Yeah, I've always been weird about gloves because I always think I'm going to mess up corners more than I'm like actually saving things.
yeah, the thumb is just a little too long. I don't think I can do it. Oh, it's too bad. I'll do it on the Bloodlines box though, because honestly, like
The
if
corners are pretty bad already.
the corners are pretty much fooked, so we'll see how we do.
So where did you buy these from?
These were from the membership.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were
So
a member. Oh, cool.
I got my buddy and I both got well, he got a membership because I asked him to get a membership and I paid him back. So we both got memberships of nice Frankie. These are white sparkles are so hot. Nice
Yeah,
Frankie.
yeah. No, I got 3 packs of these and it was super fun to open.
Oh, that's awesome. Little bad timing
Nice.
on a
Yeah,
Kamara Usman.
a week ago that would have been great.
Yeah, nice. And then finally a single Conor McGregor Dominator.
Oh, nice. The my biggest white sparkle card I had was a Conor McGregor My House, and that thing sold for a Ford. I mean, it was right when they came out, but that sold for a bunch of money.
This I think all three of these can definitely go to tag.
Yeah,
I like Frankie a lot. I know he's probably the lowest value out of all three, but definitely I'm
he's
pretty
someone you can pull in 2009 and then 2023.
dude every year. Yeah. Oh, Macy's gonna fight soon. Is she fighting? Uh, KGB Lee. Pretty sure she's fighting
Oh,
this weekend or maybe the
I see a
weekend
rated
after.
rookie.
Oh, no shit. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, that was the
This is the also
nice.
known as
Yeah.
Bones. That's a good card.
Is
That's
there a rated rookie behind that?
I think it
I
is.
don't know if I saw it. Oh, okay, I did.
Oh,
Oh shit.
it
Oh no,
is.
dude.
Look who it
I
is.
recognize that.
Look who it is.
That's a monster, man. That's a fucking monster card.
Holy shit. So what do you do with that? Do you send that? That's not super well centered. It's not
Yeah.
great. It's not great. It's going to be crispy though. Do you send this to PSA or do you keep your promise to tag and send them to Patty? I think I'm going to keep my promise to tag.
I mean, the cool thing about tag is it's going to be fast. I mean, honestly, with Patty now at this point, I'm like, as soon as I get one, I'm like, how fast can I get this out of my hands? Because he's going to fucking lose.
Dude, he gets clipped every single fight. He's not booked right now though. I feel like he was hurt.
Yeah.
So maybe we've got some time. Maybe we've got some time to kill. All right. Excellent.
Actually, I should be talking him up in case people are watching. Everyone buy Patty. Oh, you doubles.
Double Kamaru. Tag is going to get their work cut out for him. They can quality control on the Kamaru Usman. I
That's
think we
kind of
got a
cool.
I think we got a Optic rated rookie auto, but I'm not sure. Got another Connor
What?
Dominator.
This is very.
Dude, bonkers, huh? We did it.
Yeah.
Dude, we did. It's
Who
not
is it?
huge,
Oh shit!
but it is
It's a
pretty
one of
cool.
one.
Tisha
Wow,
Torres, the tiniest of tornadoes. Also,
dude.
also very out off center. Look at how thin the right side is.
Yeah, the quality's not great on these.
Signature series one of one.
Look at that, one of one.
That's the third one
Damn,
of one auto I've pulled.
you're doing pretty good, man.
Dude, I'm doing pretty good. It's one of you stop playing scratch tickets and oh my
Right?
god, can I pick this up without damaging the edge or what? Oh my god.
The tiniest of
The
tornadoes.
tiniest of tornadoes, Tisha Torres. That's fucking fantastic. I like Tisha fine. She's a fucking unit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. That is
It's. I mean, the cool thing about the one of ones, even when they're off fighters, it's like it just people are the collectors. There's a collector for anybody, and then they're always looking for that. So you can do
I,
pretty well with it.
I've been hit up a couple times by rabid Sean Strickland fans.
Yeah.
Nobody, I think, like, and I'm not trying to like make fun of anybody. Like, you can like who you like, and if Sean turns you on, that's totally fine with me. I get it. I mean, I think he's funny as hell, but I just don't like him that much. But I'm worried that, you know, oh, well, he's not a champ, so I'm not gonna. Well, you're the one that wants the card. You're the one contacting me. If you want the card, it's his rookie auto. Hit me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a card.
Look
God,
look at that.
God
Two one
damn.
of let's get another one of one up there. Three.
I could pull all the. I could pull out all of the other ones that I've got, but none of them are autos.
Is there one of one in the Bloodlines 2012?
There are printing plates,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
and there are. Uh, I have a couple. So there are relic autos, and those are going to have one of ones. Even that dual auto, I think the dual autos won't, but I think all the like sort of standardized cards are going to. Yeah, got another Barber,
Oh my god, that's
got another
crazy.
Bones
Oh my
Jones.
god,
Are you sensing a pattern here?
dude.
And we got a Max
Oh,
Payne rated rookie.
that's pretty good.
It's not too. I think we can come up with 10 cards for tag here. Obviously, we do the Tisha Torres one of one.
I think it would be cool to do one double at least, just to kind of see how they grade each one and what they can find the difference between them.
I I think that I think that I know people want to hate on John,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem is he's going to absolutely demolish the heavyweight division for a couple
Yeah, no,
years.
I think. I mean, I've seen his prices just go through the roof since he won, and I think it's because everyone's like looking at his future opponents and they're like, "Who's beating him?" Like nobody.
No, maybe if it depends if Tommy Aspinall has his knees not destroyed or hip or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck he had work done on, maybe. But besides him, I don't know. I don't know. Pavlovich, maybe. I don't know. I think you got to send Connor in.
yeah,
That's too cool. That's actually a really pretty card.
yeah,
Even though I just spent like the first half of the show talking about how I hate all the Panini cards with all their borders and stuff, but
yeah.
whatever. All right.
Well, the nice thing about the borders is it does give you almost an instant, especially when you're buying things off of eBay and stuff. It's very easy to judge that part of it. Whereas, when I'm buying Topps cards that have no borders, it's much harder to kind of gauge what's
Mhm.
good and what's bad.
Mhm. Yep. Patty's got to go.
Oh, I mean, that's huge.
Our other John has got to go. This one, I can actually see the bottom edge is chippy as well. So that'll be a good see how it catches what. I think Macy stays out. I think Macy is
Yeah.
the odd one out because I really just don't like anyone that calls themselves the future. I'm sorry, Gary, Macy. There's
It's
some
it's
other
one of
guy that
those nicknames that doesn't age well.
it
Like what
really
happens when you're like the present or the past?
when Roxanne just bludgeons your forehead with elbows for 3 minutes, it doesn't age well. We got we got double inserts of Connor and John. We got double Kamaru's, and we got
That is pretty
Frankie
crazy
Edgar.
how similar those packs were.
I think
So you and your friend, did you guys do the Kaboom version? Did you get those too?
we didn't. We didn't.
Oh, okay.
We slept in. We're on the best coast, west coast. Things happened. I forgot, and then it was 11:30 in the morning, and I remembered because I had finally had 3 cups of coffee, and I was like, "Hey, you want to buy that real quick?" And we both bought the $800 ones.
Oh,
So
okay. So that's how you got so many. You both bought one. I see.
so we both got 2 packs.
Gotcha.
And I think they came with some white sparkle prism as well, but I didn't get any. I didn't pull any one of ones out of that.
Oh, see, that's the only one of one auto I've ever pulled out of that, and that was a Rob Font, and I pulled it right after Cheeto kicked the shit out of him, which is really ironic. I was like, the biggest card I've ever pulled, and my friend just ruined it for me.
Oh man, that's
But
yeah.
just like I was saying, like there was a Rob Font collector from Boston who was like, I need to have that card, and I was like, okay, cool.
This is I don't I'm curious. What like would you take like Frankie out because that makes 9 cards there. We got Patty, Kamaru twice, Connor twice, John twice, and Max Griffin rated rookie.
Yeah, I think so. That was
Or
the only one that I was
would
weird
you
about
leave
was Frankie.
would you leave Max would you leave Max off as well?
I mean, it's rated rookie. I think I'd probably do it.
Okay, let's do it.
I think it's a good idea.
I think that's 9, and then that'll include Sean as well. So one, two,
I really
three,
think once people like see these
six, seven,
slabs
eight,
too, like
9, 10.
they're just going to be so blown away by how it looks that it's probably going to do fine.
I think it's fine no matter what because it's all for the content mill.
Yeah.
Like I don't care that much. Um, and you got to come back and sort of look at the reveal too. And then we can attest to how they seem, how they look and feel. Because I know that you were looking to get some cards graded by them too.
Yeah, I guess are they sending you like a kit or
Yep,
something?
yep.
Okay, so yeah,
I
that's
gotta.
what they're doing with me as well.
So after we get off the phone, I gotta make a submission, and then they send me the kit.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go on my portal and type some shit in, and apparently, okay. So like, here's the thing too. If you've ever tried to submit with BGS, it's not. They don't make it easy. Like
Yeah.
they want you to work to spend money for that with them. You got to download a PDF, you got to print it, you got to write it out by hand and mail it in with your cards, and then you just got to hope. You got to hope. Or you got to go online to some like half-baked fucking web portal that like, barely works and you're trying to figure out if it's and they're just like, "Yeah, just hit enter and you can enter another card." And you're like, "Really? This all right. Okay. We'll see how we do." And it always works out. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking it. It always works out. They've got the system, but it feels pretty janky.
Yeah,
So if
that's what I've heard. The turnaround times were always so slow that it was hard for me to want to do it.
oh my
And then most
god.
people I know that had done it said it's just a giant pain in the ass compared to all the other ones.
Yeah, I had to wait 4 months for my 2-month submission. I got it. I like it. I got it. And
Yeah.
I like it very much, but
No, like I told you, I loved that video. That video was fantastic. I always cheat and look at the grades, and that made me not want to because the just pure enthusiasm as you saw what you got was just so. It was
dude,
like watching a kid
dude,
opening
dude,
presents at Christmas.
dude, 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 Joe. I cannot tell you how happy this stupid fucking card makes me.
Those are really. I had no
They
idea those
are
existed until you were
they
there.
are so stupid They look at it's from the Netherlands. It's ridiculous. It's so good. Like Topps was just doing whatever the fuck they wanted and just making weird ass relics of it's the so fucking it's so great. I cannot get over it. I got the Vitor one recently. Makes me so
Oh, did you?
happy. Oh my god.
Did you
I
buy it graded or?
I know I got it. I got it. No one else is grading these. I assure you. No one is spending money to send these to BGS except me.
I don't know.
Nobody.
The UFC card father. I know a few people that
The
seem
card
to have.
father has some cards that definitely deserve to be graded that he's gotten graded. Uh, but low value cards like these stamps, I don't think anyone else is sending them
Are
in.
they really low value? That trips me
Oh,
out. Those things are really cool.
less than $50 for sure. Yeah.
I think honestly, that's what's really gotten me excited about Topps is that the more and more I look into the history of all this, you realize that most of Panini's cards that I like were versions of Topps cards that they just ripped off. And then when you go back to Topps and like with the fistographs and those stamp cards, like Topps actually was really creative. Like they're just like, let's
it's
try
it's so
anything.
cool. Yeah. Like 20 I think it's 2013 Bloodlines has the metal ingots.
Yeah, yeah, I saw those.
Apparently they weigh a ton, so you're never going to find one in a box anymore cuz
Yeah.
they've all been weighed out, right? But like just wacky stuff like that. Highly desirable wacky stuff like that.
Dude, I
Um
saw one recently where there was a piece of the cage, like a piece of the fence was in one of these cards.
yeah, in 20 yeah, that's in 2000 and that was in retail. That was in not that was in retail blasters of 2010 something I think.
Oh, that's
Had
amazing.
cage relics. Dude, I still don't have one of those. I want one so bad. Uh, so speaking of tops and fistographs, I do have 4 Bloodlines boxes left, but I also have the first time the fistograph came out,
No, 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 no.
2012 Knockout. Fistographs are a box topper, and when this came to me, this perforation was already perforated right here. So I think
hmm
somebody checked to see if it was in there before they sent it to DA cards, because I got this off DA cards. So
It's funny because you told me that somebody searched for it, and I didn't realize they were box toppers. And then I watched it because I was, you told me you had this. I'm like, I don't think I've seen 2012 Knockout be open. So I watched a bunch of them, and they did get a fistograph in one of them, and I was like, oh, it's a box topper.
mhm.
That's why he said that.
Yep.
So
The
yeah,
box topper in Bloodlines is Buffer's notes from certain events.
interesting. Oh, really?
Yeah, Buffer cards
Oh no.
signed by Brucey.
That's so freaking. Again, that's just like that's so cool. Like I really wish Panini would get a little more creative with what they're doing because
It
like stuff like that is amazing.
it's so cool. You too can be Trevor Peak. You can get a card from Bruce Buffer. Oh, that is yeah. They totally checked because it would have been right there.
Yeah, that
So
sucks.
well, yeah. I mean, I don't blame them. I get it.
Yeah,
That's standard shit that's gonna happen. So
for sure.
how does this work? So oh this hold on. This flips open. The front. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
So what else are we looking for in 2012 Knockout? Like what else is another monster?
I'm looking for what are called triple threads.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what those are.
Triple threads are epic. 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Which one do you want, Joe? What do you think?
Let's go left.
Number?
Um, my son's birthday is on the 3rd. Let's go number 3.
I like it.
There we go.
I like it. Happy birthday to small Joe. Let's see what these. So, yeah, this is also rattling around in there, so the corners are going to be knocked up
So
probably
you
on these
think
as
mini
well.
boxes are what kind of kill corners?
I think that the pack is rattling around in there since 11 years ago. Yeah,
It makes sense.
listen to this. Just rattling around in trucks and in transit and in the post office and shit, and being shipped back and forth, and people trading with each other, right?
hmm
Because somebody
That's
decided this was worth something and decided not to open it. What's this supposed to
yeah.
have? All right, one mem or autograph in every box. 2 autograph relics, 2 autographs, and 4 relic cards per master box. So 6 relics, 2 of them autos. 2 autos,
Okay.
no relic. A, a hit.
How, where? So you got this off of DA
This
World?
was this was
Wait.
off DA Card World. They just
Okay.
randomly had it. It was like a Reed's buys they call them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always see those.
Yeah. And Reed was selling this one for 750, which means they probably paid 250 for it. These cards are these are my kind of cards though.
Yeah, those are pretty dope looking.
No border, and this silhouette thing. This is a base card, and the silhouette thing is pretty neat. Just like
Is it kind of 3D at all or no? It just kind of looks that way
so,
here.
yeah, they kind of put a shadow on Frank, like right around here.
Yeah, I
Like
think
so
that's what causes it.
he pops, and the other thing that happens is the they matte the background, and then he is
Uh,
shiny.
that's what it is too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really haven't seen these in hand.
me neither. I think I have three. Oh, they're
Oh,
55.2. They're
they're
thicker.
thick too. Yeah,
Yeah,
look at that.
I think I have a couple autos and one triple thread. The meatball. I think the meatball is still in Bellator to this day.
Is he really?
He is. He fought. God, I want to say he fought Fedor, but I think that's wrong. I know
Is it
Bader did, but
Mitrione or Mitrione?
Matt Mitrione.
Mitrione. Okay.
Matt Mitrione. He was in. Fairly certain he was in Kimbo Slice's season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, okay. How does Molly feel about him having the meatball name?
I mean, you'd have to ask her. I'm pretty sure he had the meatball name before she was born, but
Probably. Yeah.
I did forget that though. I didn't remember.
Mhm.
Another heavyweight. Jesus Christ, the heavyweight pack. Travis Brown, Hoppa.
That's a cool photo.
That's a good photo. The action photos are good.
Yeah.
Hoppa and a triple
Oh,
thread.
sick.
Cruise control. Look at that.
Dude, oh wow, you hit a Dominic Cruz. That's insane.
Cruise control. These are
I I I I don't know
just
if you
the
know him, but I
dumbest.
have the ultimate Dominic Cruz collector that may want to purchase that if you're interested.
This is fresh, and to be quite honest, it is in much better shape than I expected it to be. So they can reach out to me on Instagram for sure.
Sounds good. I might send him your way.
It's very crispy. So I guess it's 3 base cards, 1 relic auto or relic, and then a parallel.
Another Frank Mir. Oh wait, is that the first one?
But that is the first one. It doesn't look any different. This is out of 125.
Oh, okay,
Hold
just
on.
numbered.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. What is this one? This is not numbered. This is number 20. Uh, mm, Somebody in chat just hit us up, tell us what we're missing here. That looks like the same card. It flashes the same. I don't see any difference, but one is at a 125 and one is not. I'll have to
Okay,
look into
so
it.
this is my Topps critique. As much as I love all the creative shit they do, as far as putting rookie emblems on things and as far as their parallels, they don't do the greatest job, especially the older stuff kits.
Oh, dude, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like you're gonna have rookies that aren't rookies, and you're gonna have like 2020 Topps 2020 Chrome is gonna have a rookie in it that also had a rookie in 2015, and they just stopped printing cards of that fighter for a few years. Like
Mm-hmm.
the UFC had a lot of fighters even back then, and they just I mean they didn't really care, like, because no one this they there was somebody in Texas that hit me up and was like, "Hey, I have tons of Bloodlines cards." Oh, yeah, okay. And it's just been sitting in a box, like scratching each other for the last 10 years because these cost $20 at the hobby store. Like
That is nuts.
they were not expensive. So they were ripping shitloads of Knockout and Bloodlines back in 2012 when it came out because no one else was.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
That's so cool.
you
That's
you are a lucky charm, I would say. This is TTR Dominant Cruz, triple thread Dominant Cruz,
So cool.
fighter worn relic.
Do you know how often the triple threads show up in this stuff?
This is out of 36, and that's the base. I'm fairly certain.
Wow. Okay, so pretty.
So not often, but they also have like a lot of books like Six Fighters and dual fighter relics and stuff like that. So it's a fairly extensive checklist of just absolutely insane shit like this. The Ronda one, dude, you have to look it up. It's something like top of her ass or something like that. It's so bad.
Oh
It's
wait,
so good.
is it like the way the wording is or something
Yes,
like? I remember seeing that.
they
Yeah.
knew exactly what they were doing.
That's amazing. Just a great story. It's the more and more I get into this stuff, I just want to get like kind of weird, funny cards, and like that's just incredible. But that's probably massively expensive.
Like the way they broke it up.
Yeah,
So
I remember somebody showing me that, and yeah, it said ass or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So this is Minotauro Nogueira's. It's just like you don't know like pride like however we want to do it. And this was the gold, and that was out of 2014 knockout, and that's out of 9, I think. Somewhere on here it says, yeah, 6 of 9 down in the corner right there.
Oh wow, look at that. So someone posted a card today that I had no idea existed. That's out of 2014 knockout. It's a George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, John Jones triple auto, and there's
Triple
10 of them.
auto. Damn.
I was like, that exists. I'd never seen it. They're saying it's the greatest UFC card of all time, and I was like, how have I never seen?
I mean,
But it made me look and see like does 2014 knockout, is that out there? And like of course there's no boxes, and if there were, that guy Reed has a we'll buy it from you for $800.
maybe, yeah. So I looked. I think that they're willing. I think like you can look on DA and they'll tell you what they're willing to buy sealed product for if you go and hunt through their website enough. Sell us this product if you have some kind of thing. I think it's 800 for Bloodlines right now. I don't know what it is for Knockout, but when you're just when I can do this like when I can get a couple months out of a hobby box like this, it's not
Yeah,
so bad for me. Um,
no, and it honestly, like you're just living the dream, man.
Well, the 2012 knockout, because there's nothing to really chase in there anymore. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so
Yeah,
bad. It was only a couple $100. Um, so
that's pretty crazy. I guess they're, yeah. I mean, the fistographs are just so
the
freaking
problem
cool.
the problem is when you're opening bloodlines like this and you're paying that much and you just can't stop paying that much.
Hmm.
Like everything looks cheap to you after that.
Yeah, for real.
Like
Well, the 2012 is cheaper than 2013, right?
that is a good question. I have never seen sealed 2013 product and looked at
I've
it.
seen it before, and the ones I've seen, obviously they're trying to get a lot, but it's like 13,000 or something like that for a full box,
Right. I've never seen
which
it.
is
I've never seen it at a price point that made any kind of sense.
yeah,
Um, Joey B.
Joey B.
Shad. Actually, I think
Ooh,
he's fighting Johnny Bones right there. Let's focus. There you go.
nice. Come on, Habib,
Nice.
you're here.
Nope.
You're here.
Nope.
No,
Frozen one.
Tyrone
Frozen.
Woodley.
I don't think I have that flag though, so I'm okay with it. So you can
Okay.
see the edge right there. It's
Oh yeah,
just
they are pretty beat up. Look at that.
beat up, edge chipped up. Anthony Chitty's older brother, Anthony. Uh,
Hmm.
this is base bloodlines, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's just bloodlines.
So,
And then a pretty good relic card.
oh wow, damn.
Fight mat.
Hey,
Don't
yeah.
see any blood. Don't smell any blood. Smells disinfected. But
Yeah.
fight mat nonetheless from none other than UFC 145.
It's the John Jones day.
It's a John Jones day. I'm glad he's back. There, I said it.
Yeah.
Uh, UFC 145. Was that the one? I don't know which event that was. Before my time.
I was gonna say this is all you. I'm would have to do a lot of research to know that.
Well, it's not actually research. It's more like having Tapology open on a computer next to you.
Yes.
UFC 145. It is Jones versus Rashad.
Oh wow,
He was defending his belt against Rashad.
nice.
Yeah, that's badass. It's a badass card. I might.
Yeah.
It's a badass card that I might now have two of. So I may end up selling one of these. We'll see.
What's the biggest thing you pulled out of here so far?
The biggest thing I've pulled Bloodlines wise.
Yeah, 2012.
Hmm. I think it's gonna be pretty controversial, but I really like my Tito Ortiz 1 of 1.
Oh
I
shit.
find
Was it printing plate?
Tito. Yeah, it's a plate. I think it's the yellow plate. It's somewhere in here. Um, got all my DC plates, but I think that's the biggest one I've actually pulled.
All right, I got a funny Tito Ortiz story.
Well, you're in the neighborhood. Did you? I mean, I feel like I should ask you if you voted for him.
No, I did not vote for him. I'll so obviously Tito, his rhetoric can wear on people, but the main thing that he's done that's irked me is that he trains back here sometimes, and
Really?
I was shooting. I was shooting Cheeto, I believe, and Tito was in the background hitting bags and wearing his flame shorts that he still wears to this day.
Fuck
So they're the
yeah.
most, they're the most, they just catch your eye. So he was in the background, and I had somebody else who was working for us ask him if he would stop hitting the bag while we shot, and he said no and continued hitting the bag. And I was like, "What a fucking dick!" And so that's my
No,
Tito.
dude, he is mired in the back. He's mired in the late '90s. He's never leaving that time.
Oh, for sure. And
Never.
it was funny because like I was like most people because I do shoot with people in the background, it's fine, but those fucking shorts, like, you could not look at them because they're fucking flaming, and I'm
It
just
had
like,
to it
oh.
had to fuck with how you were trying to set stuff up too, right?
Exactly,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, especially like going back and watching the old fights, I do like him and I like his attitude, and he was just fun to watch back then.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like watching him now. I got a huge kick out of any time he was forced to speak at town hall meetings or whatever the fucking goddamn whatever
I don't think I ever saw
Orange
any of them.
County
I
or
think
Orange County or Huntington Beach, whatever he was elected to was just it was the best. It was the absolute it's the kind of stuff only a moron dork like me could really enjoy watching, but it was truly special. I
that's awesome.
I loved it. So thank you, Tito, for the 1 of 1 and all the entertainment and for fucking up Joe's photography. I do
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that is. Oh, you got a 9 on that too.
I
Wow.
got a 9 on that. I got some grades back. I really did not expect to do better than eights on those. And I was really, really happy
Well,
to get some of those
I
nines
sent you
back.
my conspiracy theory that Beckett is lowering their grading standards. So
Totally, totally disagree. There's no way. Because if that was true, I'll show you what absolutely broke my heart. I think I already put it into its box. Let me pull it out though. Is the Zhang Flux that I got
oh yeah, yeah,
absolutely crushed on, man.
it was gold, right? Yeah, that's a
Gold
beautiful card.
Flux 7.5.
Yeah.
Edges 7. I simply, with my naked eye, cannot see a single imperfection on those edges. I don't know why. And then I was looking at the back, and on the bottom edge, this left corner, this is actually cut wrong on a diagonal. It got paninied. So this cut
Um,
on the bottom edge of the card is crooked, and that's why they marked it down.
I was
So
gonna say because that's a pretty drastic drop, so it had to be something that's pretty like a lot, and I guess off cut would be a pretty drastic imperfection.
if I had a brain and knew how to look at these before I sent them in, I might have not sent it. But it's fine. I can buy this the gold. This is a 2022 Gold Zang 2022 Chronicles is not expensive compared to where
Yeah.
I would value it as a Zang collector, right? Or I guess I should say John collector, but anyway, Optic White Sparkles. They're going to tag grading system. We'll get them back to
Is there a turnaround time now? Did they give you one?
It's 20 days from when you enter the thing in. I mean, I assume that really means 20 days from when they get the cards back, but it's 20 days.
That's really cool. That's gonna be awesome. And they're based out here too.
Yep. Yep. They're they're somewhere down there. I forget the name of the street. I don't have any experience with LA though. It would mean nothing to me.
Yeah, someone told. I think it's in Santa Monica or something. But at least it means you don't have to mail it
Yeah,
across the country.
totally.
My last PSA submission, I found out got graded in New Jersey. I'm like, what the hell?
Because they opened the satellite office and they had capacity there, so they just forwarded it to that office. Yeah. So did you say you got some tag grading to do as well? Did you make it through the waiting room?
So I don't want to step on the video. I was contacted by somebody who's working with them and basically
Right.
gave my name to them. So kind of got fast forwarded through the whole
You're
scenario, but it was something that I was looking into anyway. So it just kind of worked out.
you're an influencer now, man. You're an influencer now. I like it.
It's really, really weird. Like I'll comment on somebody's Instagram post and they're like, holy shit, you're that guy from YouTube. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I tell my wife, I'm like, I'm a pretty big deal in a really, really, really small pond.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And the pond. Everybody thinks it'll keep getting bigger. I don't know how much bigger UFC card collecting can really get, but it's it's perfectly fine right where it is for me.
Yeah.
I enjoy the community a lot, and I feel like the more people that jump in to try to just grab stuff and flip it is like, I mean, yeah, sell it if you can, but that's not really why we're here. We're here because of Fiziev and Justin Gaethje the other night. We're here because we want to harass PFL to give us better cards. Like just pester these people to giving us things we want because the market is so small that they do actually hear us when we talk to them.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
it's not like the
That's,
NBA.
yep. Like when I first started this channel, I was doing basketball, and I felt so, like just screaming into, nothing. I was like, why am I even making these things? And then, I think I made my first UFC video, and the people started talking almost immediately, and even just trying to sell the stuff, and like, you put up a card and you have so many more people that are interested in it, where it's just getting lost in a sea of any other sport. So
Sure.
I was like, oh, this is for me. I love this. So I got caught on pretty damn quick.
Totally. I agree. I think it's I and uh I also think like there's a lot of opportunity because there's I don't think every perspective has necessarily been heard in the space. Like
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of perspective that the UFC would prefer to have promoted, right? Like their
Hmm.
their narrative, or how whatever reason they're making up that Colby should get the title shot against Leon, right? And
Dude.
if you want to promote that, they will help you promote that, and they will promote you for promoting that. But then there's also a lot of cynical perspective, really negative perspective about why the fuck is Colby getting a title shot against Leon? And then there's a middle place in between, and that's kind of where we started our podcast, was like, let's make fun of it, but let's still be happy,
Yeah.
kind of have a good time. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, is to not be, just because I spent $250 to get a Tyron Woodley flag card, I can still laugh at that and enjoy
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
Fucking ridiculous. It's the best.
No, I think you guys, I've listened to your podcast a bit and watched you on here, and it is kind of the perfect scenario of you care about it, but you laugh at it, and it's really enjoyable to watch.
Have to have fun. If you're not having fun, we got better things to do, man.
Yeah, yeah, for
Except for
sure. I mean,
this. Except for that. That's bullshit. I hate that. But whatever.
so I have one Zhang. I think I told you this already, but I have one Zhang. What is it? Grail card, and it's the red 2021 Prism that matches the flag,
Yeah.
and that card is surprisingly hard to fucking find.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah.
And I think you can blame Rose for her anti-communist rants for that.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. It's funny because again, most of the shit she says blows my mind. And then I photographed her, and she was just the sweetest
Oh
fucking
yeah.
girl. And I'm like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, no, she's totally fine. It's just, we gotta keep stuff to a minimum on the microphone and then we'll be better off. But
Yeah,
like but I
exactly.
yeah, no, she's great. Like I'm sure. And and also just a completely, absolutely wild fighter. Like
Yeah.
really, I just cannot get over it. Like so good. But but yeah, I don't think I have Zhang's red either. I don't have it. Pretty
Oh
sure.
wow.
Yep. Not 2021. I might have a red wave 2022.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
I remember seeing, when I first got into it, I remember seeing that Whaley card, and I don't know if she had lost at that point to Rose. When did she fight Rose, and Rose knocked her out?
I think it was in Florida in 2021.
So it was right around the time when that card came out or so.
Yeah, it was
But
so
she has such, her fans are so like even when she got knocked out, her card prices didn't go down, it felt like.
not a lot. Not a lot. I went I went and saw the first Joanna fight live, and
Oh my god.
Panini was there, and I didn't know what it was because I've never collected cards before this. So I just walked right by, didn't even see it, got my T-shirt, got my poster, or whatever, and then realized what I had missed out on, and started picking up Zhang Wei Li cards. She got knocked out by Rose. She lost the second fight to Rose, and that's when her cards went down some, and that's when I started picking up Gold Chronicles cards for like 50 to 75 bucks. You can get
Yeah,
those
yeah.
on eBay. But yeah, I think debut Prism I think is always going to be a little more expensive, right?
Yeah, I might or might not have a video about that coming up very soon.
Yeah. Yeah, good investment, folks. If you're into calling things assets instead of worthless pieces of cardboard, go watch Joe's videos. I like the worthless pieces of cardboard part. So, Joe, if you see anyone who has 25 or lower numbered Sam Alvey cards, let me know because I want the rainbow, man. This
what are
card,
you what are you missing?
I need the one of one. I need gold. I
Oh,
need
okay.
I need a I need the two pulsars and I need the eights. So there's an eight
Oh,
octagon
the octagon,
and
yeah.
there's an eight super special Chinese
Oh, the
market
envelopes or whatever,
envelope.
lucky
Yep,
envelopes, yeah.
lucky envelope, 88s. This picture is when Sam had lost a decision to Wellington Turman and he lost his fucking mind in the octagon. I'm pretty sure that's what this picture is.
Why did you decide to go after Sam Alvey Rainbow?
It is the best picture of Sam Alvey possibly
I love that.
that has that has ever been. And it's actually having a rainbow of just Sam Alvey turning red as a tomato screaming at the judges is the best. Like
I just realized that it is smiling Sam, and he's not really
he's
smiling.
not happy in this picture because he has
Oh,
lost
that's
yet another decision for no real good reason except that he backs up to the fence and waits to throw a right hook. Right hook? Yeah, I think right hook. Maybe left hook. Broke on cardboard will correct me. He loves Sam Alvey too. So all right. I'm gonna let you go. We've talked for what feels like a while. I think that's good. I will bring you back to do a grade reveal of Tag if you would be so kind to
Oh, I'd
react to
love to.
this.
Hells
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome, dude. So everybody, I'll link your channel in the show description, of course. Everybody go watch you too, because you're gonna learn a lot more watching Joe than you're gonna learn watching me. I'm just gonna sit up here and ramble.
No, definitely not necessarily true at all.
Anything else you need me to plug or say or talk about? I didn't find a Jalen Turner or Cheeto card. I'm kind of bummed out. But
No, it's all good. Thank you, man. No, this was super fun. I enjoyed this greatly, and thanks for the opportunity. And keep up what you're doing, man.
thanks, dude. Talk to you later.
Yeah, later, Luke.